Amezcua, and today I'm going to talk to you about this book, Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself, by Joe Dispenza. First of all, happy Father's Day to everybody. Yeah. And this time I want to talk to you that I read this book and it makes sense to me. I kind of understand a little bit, but I find out that I think Don, Wendy's husband, he talked about this book the last time that I was here in class. And when he was explaining, parts of the book, that helped me a lot to understand. So I figured out that for me, it's easy to be in person when someone is talking about any subject. So that made me wanting to try to go and see Joe Dispenza in person. And I went online and tried to, get in some of his retreats or events. And I went to Denver from May 20 to the 22nd. And it was in the Gaylord Rockies Resort. They don't pay me for this or nothing. I just want to share with you my notes and things that I learned in this event. It's amazing. It was 3,000 people there.
Wow.
Yeah, it was great. And what amazed me is because he never talked about any religion. Actually, he talked about divine energy. That's what they call it. So I see young people from probably 18 to 80, 90 years old. We were all together. Everybody was like from different cultures, different styles of life, and we were all together there trying to breaking the habit of being yourself. So it was like I don't know how to explain this to you, but it was amazing. I made a lot of friends, the people that they're around you, because you change every station, you change places. So you get to meet a lot of people, and that was great. I don't know, it was fantastic. And what I love about this is that he's not only talking about what he thinks it is, he has proof, he has data. He showed it to you. This is the numbers, and then because they have these long events, and then when if you sign because you want to be there or you want to have a test or whatever, I don't know what they do, but they put these little things in your head, and then they measure everything in you before the event and after the event, and then they measure the energy in the room. So I don't know, it was like, fantastic for me. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about something that I learned there, that because he always say become aware, and for me it was like become aware. So it's like, okay, so you visualize or become aware, and then he explained to us, it's like, okay, become aware or your left foot, or become aware or your heart. So it's like, it's not visualize your heart, it's not, or things like that. So it's like, oh, okay. And for me, that was kind of the biggest point, because if I start practicing becoming aware, I can become aware when I have these negative thoughts, or when I'm mad, or when I'm doing something that I don't like to do. So become aware, I kind of, got that thing, the point that I got it. So it's like, I was so excited about that, because for me it's kind of difficult to do that. I'm sorry, I don't know what I have in my throat, sorry. And then he talks about open to new possibilities, believe that it's possible, believe in yourself. So, I kind of read these over and over in different books, but the way that he explains, like everything is possible, that's true. But me is like, yeah, I think that it's possible, but I go back to my old self and have fear and pain and shame and blah, blah, blah. So when he say, open to new possibilities, is just like, whatever happens in this day is going to be okay. It's going to be okay, because, and then he kind of explained about worry, because it's kind of waste of time. Because if I'm worried, nothing is going to change. Absolutely nothing. I can be worried the whole day and the week and my month and my whole life, but that's not going to make any change in anybody and anything. So that was kind of like, and I'm the creator of my life. Everything is inside of me. And then he was asking this question, what do you want to change to become healed? And that was kind of really great question for me, because I meditate, I want to be healed or whatever, but I don't change anything. I do the same thing over and over. I react to this, I want to control this, and so it's like, what do you really want to change so you can become healed? Because it's like everything. If I want to do this, I have to put something, right? I have to work on that. It's just, and for me, it was like, okay, I'll meditate, but I'm not saying that the meditation doesn't work. Of course it works, but I have to have my energy and everything that I want to do. He talks a little bit about, that have exactly what you want and work for that. That was another good point for me, because I never know what I want. But and then he talked about that 21 weeks that we can make a habit in 21 weeks, or we can break one in 21 weeks. So that was like, and there's no bad or good meditation. If I want to do a meditation, I can start, doing it every single day. And for me, it was like, oh my gosh, today is a really bad meditation because I was thinking about blah, blah, blah. No, every day is a good meditation. If I'm, if I might go somewhere, I can become aware of that and then bring it back. So, I don't know, it was just like, like in person for me, when somebody is explain something, it was kind of like different than when I read a book. I love to read, don't get me wrong, but when somebody explains it to you, what the teachers, the people that is here, and when they explain the book, it's kind of like when they give you the energy, when they give you whatever they want to do, it's a gift from me. That's what it is. And then he told us about, every day I can start my day just saying like, what do a good mood looks today? What love looks today? What a healthy body looks today? And, and go with my flow instead of, because me, sometimes when I wake up, I have to do this and I have to do that. And so what about, I can change it. Also, and like see myself in a good mood, see myself healthy, see myself loving everybody and everything that happens in my life is gonna be okay. And then he always talk about cohering between my brain and my heart. And then he said that if I thought about in my brain and then my heart, and he do this exercise like, okay, think about your brain right now, or become aware of your brain, close your eyes, and then become aware of your heart. And then just, try to put it together. And it feels so good. It feels great. So I don't know, and then he said that doing coherence between your heart and your brain is like playing a guitar. We have to practice, practice, practice. So it was, I don't know, great. Feel that I'm worthy of the gifts of the universe. I am abundance, I am love, and I can create a new life. And that's what breaking the habit of being yourself, what I understood is that if I'm living in this way, but I don't like it, I can make these changes to become, the person that I want to be. And it's just that, something that I really like about him is that he say that this is just the vehicle of my soul. But everything that is here outside of me is energy. And actually, that is me, the energy, not this, But, and then he talked about matter, that I think Don talked about this in his last talk, like 99.99% it's emptiness, it's energy, and just 0.1 is matter. So it's this. What we have right now, but we focus in matter more than we're supposed to do, instead of just going to yourself, to your energy, because we are energy. So that, and then they have pictures. It was great. I just love it. And then what I'm doing different from the people that heal? And because they have testimonies, and that people that have cancer or have any other disease, and how they changing your life, is that instead of pointing their attention and other people, blame other people, and they go in themselves, and these people heal. And I was like, wow. And this lady, she was a doctor, the one that gave us the testimony with us. She's a doctor, and she was graduated from the school, and she got married and had 2 kids, and then she got this diagnosis or having cancer in her spine. And the point is that the doctors tell her that she's not going to live more than 2 or 3 months. So she was desperate and trying she just have a little baby, and she started doing the meditations, and she found out that all these things that happens to her, it was because of the stress, because she wants to be perfect. She wants to be the best daughter, the best wife, the best mother, and everything, so she had all these things in her body. And then that's when she becomes sick. That's what she tells us. And when she started doing the meditation, I think in 6 months or something, everything was gone. They disappeared. They have 0 cancer right now, and she's really active with that community. But what Joe Dispenza was explaining to us is that we have this energy, right? And when we live in survival, like for example, in the morning, if I wake up and then I'm mad of this person for whatever, so I grab this energy to deal with this thing. And whatever it is, my friend, my mom, whatever. But so I grab all this energy. So when I have to heal, I don't have energy to heal. And it was really interesting, right? Because instead of, produce this energy, like be kind, and because they say that that's what, our energy is when we do all these beautiful things for other people, for ourselves, we keep this beautiful energy. But when we live in survival, that's when we grab the energy and we don't have energy to heal. So that was really, really interesting for me. And what I write right here is, in my point of view, it's better to do my meditation job every single day than live with disease. When I become aware of my body, really appreciate he feels love. Living in stress causes sickness. If your thoughts make you sick, your thoughts can make you heal. When we feel fear, it's something that we have practiced from years and years. So if I wanna feel joy, that's something that I have to practice too. So, and when we appreciate our body, that's another, like affirmation, and go to my feet and say thank you because you carry me, and everything. So because he said that this is energy, we are our energy, we feel that, our body feel that, and they really appreciate whatever, so it just, and then he said that another beautiful meditation is just become aware of your heart for 10 minutes every single day and see the difference, because our heart is, kind of really important organ in ourselves, and, but and I start doing it, like every day in my lunchtime, after I eat and everything, I start, closing my eyes, become aware of my heart. And believe me, it feels so good. It feels different. And then he teach about, what meditation means, that is become familiar with me, become familiar with source. And of course, I am source, right? And you overcome you. That was kind of a little bit difficult for me, but then I kind of get the idea of that. So me overcome myself is try to be the best of me. Okay, yeah, I'm doing this. This is my way of life, but I want to be here so I can overcome myself and start doing what I think is best for me. He talked about personality is your personal reality. And that makes a lot of sense to me, because whatever is my reality, that's the way that I'm going to act. That's the way that I'm going to live, because that's my reality. I don't have any other things, right? So whatever you believe about is what is true for me. And it's, in that way, that's, okay, sorry, I'm going to get a little bit confused with this. But that's the way that I kind of start respecting other people, because that's my reality, but it's not other people's reality, and it's okay. And so these people think this, and their reality is this. Mine probably is a little bit different, but I can still love them, and we can get, why not? Because it's different, but at the end, it's okay. So it's beautiful. When I was in the retreat, because he said, well, explain to your partner what you understand. And when he was doing something, and it was really interesting that I understand this thing, but this lady understands something totally different. And when we share, it was really, interesting, and but you get more information. It was great. I just, I think that something that he always say is be yourself. And I want to share you that in every session they have this music before they start the session. They have music, and a lot of people come to the front of the stage and they start dancing. And I want to do it. I'm sorry. I want to do it. But my ego was telling me, no, you're too old. What are you going to do that? Come on, shame on you, things like that. So I was like, so I think it was Friday, I didn't do it. But the next day I was like, why not? Why not? So I stand up and I went in front. I don't know anybody, and I started dancing with all the people, And it was like, this is me. For me, this is new. You can say, well, this lady is really old, but you know what? It's like a lot of things that Unity have teach me. I just put it in practice. Like, I have never, ever traveled by myself before. I know that's ridiculous, but I got in my car, put some gas, and went to Denver by myself. And you know, like being in a group of people, it was really, for me, so scary. You know, I grew up with grandma, and grandma was always with me, and then I got married, and I was always with my husband. You know, so never ever do things like that. So that in that event, I was feel like a little child. You know, like trying to talk to people, be vulnerable. It's fine. It's okay, and it was great. I do a lot of things that I haven't done before because, you know, I think that I have this going to rejection, but I mean, it was great. People is adorable. You know, it's like I eat with different people, I meet with different people, and it was great. I just don't know how to explain to you all these things that I didn't have done in the past, but I'm willing to do it from now on because it's awesome. It's great. I'm not afraid of, you know, being with people that I don't know, because something that happens too, it was really interesting. Like, you know, I kind of like I'm a person that wants to be safe for some reason, you know. And so at first when I get there, the persons that I want around me, they're all males. And I was like, that's strange. So in the second session, again, males. And I was, okay. And I talked to the universe and I say, okay, I don't want to be protected anymore. I think I can protect myself. So on the next morning, then I find some ladies and I start talking to them and I start open my heart, and it's okay, you know, instead of trying to hide, you know, because when I get to Unity, when nobody speaks Spanish, you know, so I was kind of, when I met John, I was kind of behind John all the time, you know, because if I don't understand something, it was like, you know, trying to protect myself. And I was like, no, I can do this. I just can't do this, you know. And if I know I'm not perfect in my English, but my sign language or whatever. So, but it was amazing. It was great. It was like, I feel a lot of healing in myself and doing a lot of things that I love to do. I would love to do it, and I haven't done it before. So it was like a change experience for me. And then, you know, I have to go back to this. He talks about reacting is normal. The question is, how much time are you going to keep the emotions? When he talk about emotions, he say a lot of times, lower your emotion. And so he explained that sometimes we can react. Of course, we're humans. Something happens that we don't like it or whatever, and then we have this reaction. For me, I was thinking that we don't supposed to have reactions when we grow, you know, when we become spiritual, blah, blah, blah. But no, he said that it's normal, but the thing is how much I'm going to carry this emotion, how much I'm going to be mad with that people or whatever it is. So it's like when he said lower your emotion, I'm kind of see my anger, you know, like a radio, you know, going, yeah. Okay, and then starts thinking, why I'm mad of this? Why, like he say, become aware, or why I'm reacting. What is these people teaching me, or this agency or whatever that I'm really afraid or whatever it is. So lower your emotion is like, for me, kind of help me, like, it's okay, I can be frustrated, I can be mad, but then I can think about it and going, you know, to exactly what it is and what it make me feel. And then he talked about to heal your body, you need to overcome your own body, that I already talked about that. Become greater than your reality. Don't let your reality control you. Don't become the victim of you. Become the creator of your life. And like, you know, in my background, being the victim, it was kind of like the best. You know, actually, I was talking yesterday with one of my friends, and I say, if you see the TV or soapras, I'm not sure how to say that, in Mexico, always the nice girl, or you know, the protagonist, I don't know how to call it, is the victim. Everything happens to her, like the worst things, and then at the end, she married a rich guy, and ta-da! You know, so it's kind of like culture. It's kind of normal to be the victim, and worst scenarios all the time, things like that. So I was like, you know, my friend is not agree with this, but I told her, the TV kind of help us with education, you know, because that's what we see, and that's what we think that is normal. And then when we become aware of, you know, the life is different, that we can live different, then it's kind of, okay, we can go back and, like, I don't like the TV shows anymore, nothing like that, because I have enough. I was talking to my friend, and I don't like scary movies because I have enough fear. I don't need any more. You know, she was laughing about it, but I told her, it's because, I mean, I cannot go and sit on a sofa in my house or in a theater and watch a scary movie. That's my personal thing, because I have been in fear for so long, so why should I want some more, you know? So that's, you know, things that I, you know, become aware. Another thing that it was so funny, somebody asked the question, how to be happy? And he answers like, stop being unhappy, period. I was like, seriously? But you know, everybody laughed, but that's true. I mean, if I feel that I want to be happy, so I have to do things that, you know, stop being unhappy, stop being judgeful with this person, with this situation. It's like, I don't know, I was kind of like, you know, it's really powerful, and it happens in a funny way, but it makes a lot of sense. If I want to be happy, obvious, I need to stop to be unhappy. And then look for reasons to feel bad, you know, to feel disrespect, you know, because other people, they're not going to make me happy. Every single people, they have their own life, they have their own style, they have their beautiful soul, and if I don't like it, that's on me, it's not on them, right? So why I should look for reasons to be unhappy? If I respect everybody, then I'm gonna be happy. Okay, and then when we wake up in the morning, my thoughts are clear. But as soon as I got back to the same emotions, the same feelings, and the same thoughts of yesterday, this kept me in the past. My energy is going to be the same from yesterday. How I'm going to change this, where I'm going to put my attention, I put my energy. And I don't know if you notice this, but in the morning, when I wake up, I feel that I'm clear. I feel so peaceful. But then my thoughts come, oh, this, and your job, and your daughter, and blah, 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 blah. And so it's like, okay, then I bring my past to my present. And he explains that really clear, and then how are you going to change? So if I don't want that, I have to, if I'm clean, and what he explained is if you go to your meditation and going within and get connected to your higher power or your divine energy, whatever you want to call, then it's going to be different than carry my thoughts and my whatever in the past, my worries, my shame, to the present moment. So that was really powerful for me. So in the morning, when I wake up and I bring my thoughts, I become aware, and then, and no, I don't need this right now. I can go in meditation and try to get in contact with my divine energy. Anticipation machine, that's what he called it, when we bring the past to the future. And he said that it's different from a healthy future, because a healthy future is when you create that you can be better, that you believe in a better future. And that, that's, I'm a creator. And then he talked about clear intention and elevation emotion will help you to create. And he say, example, if I want to be healthy, that's my clear intention. I want to be healthy. And my elevator emotion, it could be how I'm going to be, how that is going to make me feel. So I write down, it's going to make me feel free. It's gonna make me feel gratitude and joy to receive, so it's like, how do that feels? And he said that the emotion, if we feel it like really hard within us, then it's going to help us with a clear intention, whatever we want to for ourselves. But like, it's the same thing that have like really hard emotions, when he say lower your emotion when you're angry or mad or whatever, it's the same thing. But or you have joy or gratitude. It's just the feeling is what is going to help us with a clear intention. And then he said, when you take your attention from the pain or fear is when we heal. Living in stress is when we live in stress, it's almost impossible to change. It's not going to work, and then we say, no, the meditation didn't work, and blah, blah, blah. But it's because I'm carrying it from my past. Taking my attention from matter is when I connect with space, meaning the quantum field. Focus of nothing will help me connecting with my quantum field. Taking time to connect with myself in meditation will increase my energy. If I change my energy, I'll change my life. And what I was talking, before, connecting with the field. When they say that connecting with nothing, for me, it was really difficult to understand, to get that point. But he do this exercise, like just sit down, close your eyes, and just, become aware, or I don't know, your third eye, or anything that is inside of you, your heart, and just become aware, and that's nothing. It's like just you're inside. It's nothing, it's any thought, any person, any space, and nothing. So, it's not easy for me, but I'm practicing. And that's, I don't know, I just, when something that, like I told you before, just paying attention or be aware of my heart, that made me feel love for some reason. It's really interesting. I didn't do that before. I'm doing it right. That's kind of my practice every day. Taking time for me will lead me to create my day every morning before I start my activities again. Going and have time for me. That's it. This is my time. Like every morning when I wake up and, do my things, my meditation, my little exercise. I don't do a lot of exercise, probably 15-20 minutes. That's my time for me. That's what I wake up really early before I go to work. Because if I say that I'm going to do it in the evening, that's not true. I get so tired and I don't do anything. Another thing that he said, that affirmations will help me every day. Things that we can see, like for me, I was always saying, no, I'm not a good meditator. I don't know, blah, blah, blah. No, so change that. I'm a good meditator. Oh my gosh, my head's. I'm a good meditator. I'm worthy to receive. I can do my best every day, and going to that mindset. And then what becomes supernatural means, and is to do different from others. If to overcome yourself, I can overcome anyone and anything if I overcome myself. Think outside of the box. Don't be your old self. And that's kind of like the practice that I'm doing. That's what he explained, that's breaking the habit of being yourself. I mean, it's not bad what we do in the past, but it will be so beautiful what we can do in the future. And it depends on me. Always remember, what energy would you like to be? Don't pretend anybody else. Just be you. And like what I told you before, because I grew up with a lot of shame and things like that. now I'm trying to be me. It's like whatever I want to do, whatever I think, it's just between me and me. And I love me. And if I want to save this money to go to this next event, so that's me. I'm not going to pay attention to, before I was like, because everybody was saying, you're crazy, it's so expensive, and blah, blah, blah. And I pay attention to that. You can go to vacation instead to, and I was like, no, this is me, and I have power. And if I want to do this, I want to do this, period. So it was like, really, really great experience for me, and I want to share it to you. Always remember, okay, no, that I already read that to you. And then I just want to close saying that from now on, I choose to be me. I won't miss a day without meditating, because I love myself, I love my heart, I love my brain, I love everything of me, I love my soul. And I learned that there are always going to be two ways to be. I can live in survival, like always I have done, or I can live in peace, harmony, and doing the best and become supernatural, breaking the habit of being myself. And it's going to be my choice. And thank you.
Does anybody have any questions or comments? I did want to, when you were talking about how Joe Dispenza said, if you want to be happy, just stop being unhappy.
Yeah.
I thought, well, that's easy to say.
Yeah.
And, but there is a lot of truth to that too. I know. One story came up in my mind when you did say that. 37 years ago, I had stage 4 cancer. It was very serious, and it was a terminal illness if I didn't take very serious steps to try and get rid of it. And I remember I was when you have a terminal illness, your mind is on it all the time. You cannot walk around, you cannot wake up in the morning, go to sleep at night without thinking, am I going to be alive?
Mm-hmm.
And I remember, for some reason, I went to the mall. And so I was walking around the mall, and I was just observing people, and they're all talking about their problems. And one person, oh, my mom said this, and, another one is, oh, I had a cold that's so nagging, and I just blah 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 blah, and I was thinking, oh my God, I would trade your problem for my problem.
Yes.
In a heartbeat. And what I came to realize is that I considered, and I think most people would consider, your life being threatened as being a very big problem.
Yes.
But what I came to realize was that no matter what, people are addicted to their problems. And if they don't have anything big, they're going to make an issue out of anything.
Yes.
And I found myself doing it too. Once I was out of danger, I would find problems. And so when Joe Dispenza is saying, if you want to be happy, stop being unhappy. Well, it's the same thing,
yes.
If you don't want to have problems,
yeah.
just stop it.
Yes.
But we do this unconsciously, I think,
Mm-hmm.
that we're always finding issues, we're always living in the drama.
Yes.
And the thing is, it just happens automatically, and as people, I think we gravitate towards the least common denominator, which is always going to be issues. And we have to be conscious.
Yes.
We have to know what we're doing. And we do have that ability because our mind is attached to God. And so we can go ahead and take steps to lose those issues, to lose those problems, to, become happy, And that's what we're here for. That's what we're here at Unity for, is because we want to make our lives better. We want to be happier.
Yes.
And, so whenever you come and listen to Sue's message, whenever you're coming to class, whatever we're listening to you, Teresa, and you're trying to give us a little bit of hint on how to do that. Thank you for that.
No, thank you for sharing that.
But so going from happy is to get rid of the unhappy, yes, but there are steps too.
Yes, there are steps.
I was with a group the other day,
Wait.
and they all
Wait,
started.
wait till you have the
That's all
microphone.
right, that's all right.
No, wait.
No, it's all right.
Faye,
No,
the
I
reason
would-
we use the mic is
We
because
use
it's
the
on
mic so that
it's on the
the
internet.
computer-
Oh,
And they can't hear you if you
So
don't.
they were all sitting around and someone said, here comes the organ recital. And everyone was talking about their gallbladder and this and that, and they called it the organ recital.
Wow.
Thank you very much. We didn't want to offend you. I
No,
just
that's
wanted
all
to- Just wanted to make sure that you were heard by everybody.
By everybody.
Well, about a year ago, I started having all kinds of trouble with my joints. And,
Yeah.
so about 3 months ago, I got in a conflict with my landlord and decided it was best that I find a new place to live. And I was still bothered by all the joint pains and stuff that I was having. And it forced me to push aside my joint pain problems and to focus on finding a place to move and process of moving. And most days I'm getting along almost pain-free. And if I hadn't been forced into this situation, I would still be dealing with all the pain, I think.
Interesting.
Yeah. Well, it's when to say that when you put your attention, you put your energy. That's,
Well, I can only speak for myself, but my biggest problem area is I react too quickly and I can get angry too easily. It's something I'm really trying to work on, and it seems since I moved here to Springfield, I'm getting better at it. But I have a real problem with my own children sometimes of reacting. And I know that's part of fear and control and everything else that goes with it. But it is something we have to stop and think about. Will it hurt the other person? And if it will, we could change. That's when we need to change our awareness.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Teresa. I really appreciate you taking the time to put this together and to show up and just present it. And the material was fantastic. And what an exciting thing to be part of that 3,000 people. I did want to give you some announcements. Next Saturday, June 15th, it's Cornhole.
June 25th.
Karaoke.
June 25th.
Oh, what did I say?
15th?
Did I really?
Back to the future.
Okay, a couple days ago we had. Wow, that's
Reaction.
interesting. The cornhole tournament will begin at 3 p.m. I'm sure it's going to be a cool day, so you make sure you come in.
Yeah.
The registration fee is $20 per team. You must be registered by 1 p.m. on the day of the event. Okay, this will be a double elimination tournament, so each team is guaranteed 2 games. The winners from last year, Jessica Quinn and Colin Kugler, plan to defend their first place win. Although I think Sue and I probably will have something to say about that. There will be food, beer, and wine available for purchase, and make sure to drink a lot of it so that we will have a better chance. It was a joke. Next week, June 26th, 9:15 a.m., the New Thought World Religions class will be presented by Amy Burnett.
On
and-
the art of presence.
Wow, the art of presents. Okay, that's great. I do like Christmas and presents myself.
Oh, Lord.
Okay, start over.
I'm sorry, Sue has to deal with this. Sunday, July 3rd, after service, we'll celebrate the 4th of July with a picnic. Bring dishes and desserts that will go with hamburgers and hot dogs. Dress casual, even for church. Okay, so that'll be great. I was just a couple weeks ahead of my time today, I guess. Board meeting is tomorrow night at 6. Guests are welcome about 6:20 after the board members have had a private personal check-in. So that is great. Thank you all for being here. Let's get in the back and do a circle. Thank you very much.